Hey cookers! So today I'm going to show you how to cook an over medium egg, which happens to be my favorite way to cook eggs. We're cooking with Jill. Welcome to my kitchen. First, you want to use an egg right out of the refrigerator. That cold egg helps prevent the yolk from cooking too much in an over medium, an over easy egg, and an over light egg. Second, you want to use a nice heavy skillet, like a cast iron skillet that's well seasoned, or these Ninja NeverStick skillets. These Ninja NeverStick skillets have got nice heavy bottoms on them, and you want that because when you put the egg in there, you don't want the skillet to cool off, and that nice heavy bottom prevents the skillet from cooling off. Also, Ninja says to always let your eggs come up to temperature before you put your food in it. This cooker here is set at 250. This pan's been preheating for about 5 minutes, so it's hot. On the stove back here, I would cook these eggs somewhere between 4 and 5, probably more like 4.5, but this is what we got. Now, the next thing you want is you want to put some fat in your skillet. Now, I'm using avocado oil here, and I'm using avocado oil because it's a light oil that handles the heat well, doesn't brown, doesn't burn as easily. You could use olive oil, but it tends to have a rich flavor. Avocado oil has a pretty light flavor. You could use butter. Butter tends to brown. If you like brown butter, which I do, that's good, but it doesn't make a good presentation in a video. And then finally, you could use my favorite, and that's bacon grease. And if I'm cooking bacon in the morning, I'm cooking my eggs in that bacon grease. So you just want to make sure you got this oil down in the middle of the skillet. This pan's nice and hot, and then we're just going to drop this egg right in the middle of the skillet. Here we go. There we go. Now, an overlight egg is when the whites of the eggs are still quite runny. An over easy egg is where the whites aren't quite done, but the yolk isn't cooked at all. And then an over medium egg, which is what I prefer, is where the whites are completely cooked and the yolk may have started cooking a little bit. It's okay if it cooks a little bit, but the most important of an over medium egg is that the whites are completely done, which is my preference because I don't like that runny egg white on my plate. It kind of reminds me of snot. I learned to cook eggs at a Greasy Spoon restaurant in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I worked there as a breakfast cook from 7 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, for almost exactly a year. So I cooked thousands and thousands of eggs. A little trick to making over medium eggs cook a little faster. This is something I do once in a while. I'll just take this egg white and just bump that open and just let that egg white run out of there because I want my egg white to be completely done. So you can see here how this white has really started to cook quite a bit. I turn it, that'll cook up pretty quick. So let me get this turner up underneath this egg like that. Just give it a little flip. Now looky there, see? That yolk has begun to cook a little bit there. So this is good. I don't mind the yolk being cooked a little bit. I do have a problem with the egg white being runny. Let's check this egg. Okay, see, the egg white looks like it's about done all the way around there. Might be a little bit runny there. The egg yolk has definitely started to cook. So let me turn this off and get this egg out of the skillet. So let's take a look at this. This is where I'm mostly concerned about the egg white not being done. So let me cut that open. Oh yeah, that egg white's done all the way through, and this yolk has begun to cook just a little bit, but it's still pretty runny. That's what I'm looking for. This is a good over medium egg. So I'm going to have a whole series on cooking different types of eggs. There'll be a playlist at the end. Share this with anybody that you think needs to know how to cook eggs. I would really like to know. So y'all have fun.